Welcome back, new beginners. We are New Beginnings After 40. I am Jen.
I'm Kimberly.
And I'm Lori.
And we are back. We missed you guys. Hope you missed us. We missed each other.
Oh my gosh, a lot. Yes.
Okay, let me just say, I have been spending the night over at Jen's every Friday for the last 6 months. And the last 2 weeks have been horrible. I was so depressed last weekend thinking, oh my God, I cannot do this.
Fridays aren't the same. We're not together.
Actually, no, they haven't been. No, not at all.
And then I'm sure that y'all followed, I put out the video that we were taking a break. Okay. It took me at least 10, if not more, takes. Because again, I'm not used to doing it by myself.
Yes.
I miss the energy, whether it's selective or not.
Going to be very selective tonight, but we are here and we have missed y'all. And
we have missed y'all, and we are just excited.
we're excited to be here.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, so we decided that this episode is going to be more about like update on what's been going on the last couple weeks, thrown in with some humor.
All right. Well, let's go, Lori.
Oh, I'm going first?
Yeah.
Well, I got to talk about F1 first then. But first, let's talk about the fact that it's now October, so it's Jen's favorite month.
Yes, October.
So we have the pumpkin cups. We have a pumpkin on the table.
Yes.
And, of course, I have my Max Verstappen Unleash the Lion on the pumpkin.
Yes.
Because it's race weekend in Singapore. But we have something else on the table.
This is mine.
So we got Kimberly, the Lando Norris monster that you really can't find in the United States. But my son, her godson, found it at the mall in the, what's called? They have an import maybe store.
Yeah.
And it was $20.
It was $20. That's crazy. But the even crazier part is she's like, let's see and let's taste it. No.
She don't want to open it.
We're not opening it because in 20 years it could be worth like $1 million.
I mean, if he wins a world championship, it could be.
Yeah.
But on TikTok, I've watched people open them. It looks like battery acid when you pour it into a cup. I know that much. And when they open it and drink it, they're not like, that's great. It's more like, okay. So I don't know what it tastes like because she won't let us open it. I was hoping we were going to get to sample it. Nope. But he also bought, while he was at the store, some some Red Bull drinks that were in Japanese or Chinese. I'm not quite sure, one of the two. Oh, it tastes like medicine. So
that is so gross.
You never know what you're going to get in the can. And truth be told, you shouldn't have opened it because the day that we got that, I had to go wedding shopping with, I had to take the kid and, well, he's not really a kid. He just turned 19. But in the husband shopping and thought it was going to be a beat down. It did sit in the car for a while and it was hot outside. So it went from cold to hot to cold, so maybe don't drink it.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
But thanks.
But you didn't want to anyway.
Nope.
It's like Christopher used to collect Mountain Dew drink cans because they love Mountain Dew, and they used to drink. He had a collection of those, and we just threw them up. But be careful and don't let it explode somewhere.
No.
Because over time they get like the carbonation in it kind of. Yeah.
Don't fizz on me.
Don't fizz on her. So she's supporting that. So we had to have that out. So for me, since I have not been able to talk about more Formula One, I do have my Red Bull jacket back here. I am back on the Red Bull bandwagon. I've been supporting Verstappen and only Verstappen, but I'm back on the Red Bull because we have a new team principal. We have better car. Things are moving along. Max has won 2 races in a row. We had Monza and Baku. And then he was a total badass and went to the Nürburgring track. And I'm sure I didn't say that right, in Germany. And what kind of amazing person does this? Like, he wins a race. Then he has a weekend off while everybody's off. He goes to this track. He has to get his permit to drive on this track because it's very dangerous. It's a 4-hour-long race. It was banned from F1 a long time ago because it's so dangerous. So you have to have a permit to get it. it can't be because you're a 4-time world champion, you're just going to get the permit. You actually have to, he had to go to the classroom, do a written test. Can you imagine somebody being in there like a 16-year-old, like brand new to racing at all? And then you're in there with a 4-time world champion and the epitome of the sports world, of the racing world, I should say. They first put him in a GT4 car, and he had to drive behind a lap car for testing purposes. And even his car was 100 horsepower less than the other cars, and he still was maintaining pretty good distance. So he got his license and got approved. Then he goes to Baku and wins that race. Then last weekend, he actually gets to race in his first GT3 race in the Norbury track, and he starts at P3.
Okay.
Only because it was raining and he didn't time it right for changing his tires out. So he qualified P3. But first turn goes to P1 and wins the race.
Wow.
4-hour race. Never driven it before, of course. So I have high expectations that he's going to, this weekend at Singapore. Love Singapore. It's a night race. I'd love to go to Singapore, but there's no way I could get on a flight that long.
Oh.
Holy cow. But it would be so awesome to do it. Fun fact is he has never won Singapore. He's won every track on the calendar except for Singapore.
Yes.
So he's going into the high with this.
4-hour race.
Yes. So the one he did in Germany was a 4-hour race. They'd split it. There's 2 drivers. So he drove the first 2 hours, and then his partner, this is kind of interesting too. His partner, Chris, I don't remember his last name, but Chris, he came from sim racing, where you like behind the computer sim racing. And then they turned that in. Max was really a supporter of sim. He has his own sim racing team. The car looks so freaking cool. It was like really bright colors. Red Bull said Verstappen.com. But he has a sim racing team. So this guy transitioned to actually driving the car. He drove the last leg of the 2 hours. And here's another interesting fact is Max was a minute and 20 seconds ahead when he stopped driving of the whole field.
Okay.
And then they finished the race with Chris driving at the last 2 hours, only 20 seconds ahead of the field, and won the freaking race.
That's awesome.
And there's 110 cars on the track at the same time because they have 4 different types of cars. So you've got your GT3, and then you have, I don't know the other ones, but you have other types of cars, let's call it. And also, they maybe have 15,000 viewerships on these races. There was like 300,000 on YouTube streaming watching this live because Max is on there. So freaking cool. So my hopes is, the World Championship, I'm going to say I'm 45% that Max could potentially get there.
Wow, I thought you'd go higher than that.
No, because Max is 69 points behind Oscar and McLaren, and then Lando is after Oscar, and Lando's 44 points ahead of Max.
Okay.
So that's more achievable. But you got to think like you win a race is 25 points, but you would have to have the McLarens would have to take it back. Like they can't finish 1 and 2, and Max finished there as well on the podium to really jump ahead. You got to have something like last time in Baku happened where Oscar crashed out to really make a difference.
Right.
So I don't know. I'm optimistic that like Singapore this weekend, Max has never won. He's on a high right now. He's won 3 races essentially in a row because he's got the GT3 under his belt now. That's far more dangerous than Singapore. And this Red Bull car is a little bit better. So that's going on there. Okay, so we have to stop and talk about Roscoe, Hamilton's dog. So sad.
Did it die?
Yes.
Oh.
So he has had this bulldog for 12 years, Roscoe. And everyone, and this is what I love about community. You know, this podcast, we've talked a lot about community. Yes. The F1 community has rallied around. There was hundreds and hundreds of posts. Hamilton put out this great post and showed all these pictures of their life. And this dog has been in the paddock. This dog is more popular sometimes in the paddock than the people are. I mean, he's been on stage and everyone's focusing on that instead of the drivers that are actually talking or Hamilton himself. And he got pneumonia, and then they tried to do some things for him, and his heart stopped, and they did get it back, but he was in a coma, and he had to make the decision to put him down, and he has never had to do that before. And so he said, you know, I know my mom and my friends that have, and I my heart goes out to everyone out there who has to make that decision. And I think we all can resonate with
Yes,
that.
we can.
And the community around him has been so strong. I mean, everyone's been commenting and telling him how they're thinking about him. So that's really sweet. So it's a great community to be a part of. Okay, so now we'll talk about, like, this week is Singapore. So far today is practice. And I didn't watch it, but I do know some, like, talking points. So Charles Leclerc with Ferrari, he came out of the pit and went straight into Lando and hit him in the car. So he got her car wrecked already. It's fine. It'll be back. It's not DNR. It'll be
Did
back.
he get resuscitated?
It'll be resuscitated.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
You were holding on to that one.
So, yeah. So we will see. So hopefully he'll be fine, but he got like a 10,000 euro fine for it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I mean, he literally straight into him.
What was his point?
He didn't mean to, obviously. He just came out too quick and hit him straight on. But, I didn't watch it entirely, but I have high hopes because Max came out like 3, but Oscar also came out pretty on top of it. So I don't know. It's anyone's game. All right. So other big news. Lori is going to Zandvoort next year to the Netherlands for the Dutch Grand Prix. So during the Dutch Grand Prix, which was, I don't know, 3 weeks ago or so, I was watching it, and of course I'm a Max Verstappen fan. It's his home race. His fan, they're literally dancing in the stands. They got a DJ pumping, do Max Verstappen, and everyone's doing a Congo line. It looks like so much fun, and it sits on the Red Sea over the ocean. The track does. It's in the sand dunes, and I said, oh, I would love to do that for my 50th birthday because it's the last year they're going to have the track on the calendar. And last time it went hiatus, it was gone 30 years. And I know that Max won't be in the sport regardless if it comes back because it's for any reason it's going to be gone for the next few years and he won't be in there forever. So anyway, tickets are bought from Max Verstappen's website.
Yeah.
Hotel is booked. All thing I have left is the airfare. And I'll get into something else later, but I am starting to learn Dutch just to be, culturally involved.
That is very
Learning,
cool.
loving that.
I'm very jealous.
I know. I would take you, but I can't.
I mean, why would you want to take your son rather than me?
Well, originally I asked Joey if he wanted to go, my husband, and he said, I can't do the flight. I just can't. His back and his leg. Not that I feel like I'm going to do the flight because I don't know if I'm going to survive
How many hours is it?
It's 10 hours.
Oh.
Yeah. And, the last time I flew that far was when we went to Paris for our honeymoon, and I barely survived it then in my 20s. So I don't know how it's going to be now because not only do I have back problems, but I have neck problems.
I'd have to take a lot of Ambien.
I was just thinking the same thing.
I will
sleep.
I'd have to sleep through it.
Yeah. So I already set my clock so I know what time it's there, and I'm going to start winging for the trip. But I have to work like the day before we go, so it's not like I can just like get to that. Because Christopher's like, the reason my husband also said that I should take my son is because he's like, you did say he's really easy to travel with. I was like, he is. He's low maintenance. Like, he doesn't stress out about things. He doesn't care. He just goes with the flow. He's flexible about stuff. So where my husband's not. So he said, "Oh, I'll just get on that schedule before we go. I'll be good." And I'm like, I can't really do that.
No,
So-
you got to work.
No. And then we're gonna fly out on a Tuesday, get there on a Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
So at least we can get adapted to the scheduled jet lag before the race week. Race stuff doesn't start till Friday, so we'll have a few
Right.
days to we're gonna stay in Amsterdam. So I'm going to get to explore a lot of the Netherlands because in Amsterdam is a 20-minute train ride to Zandvoort. So I'm getting to experience a lot of the Netherlands, not just Amsterdam.
That is great.
So I'm super excited. So that I've got more stuff to cover about the week, but we're going to just kind of go around the table and then I'll come back to some of my others.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the only one that talks.
All right, Jen, tell us some stuff about you.
Let's see. The last time we all were together, I had found out I had sludge. Might have been
Yeah,
the
all
week
butter
before.
sludge.
I think it was the week before I found out.
The sludge.
So I finally went to the surgeon who scheduled me to go to the ER and have an MRI.
Yep.
And then they decided to do another sonogram instead and said the sludge was gone, which I'm so delighted to hear that.
Right.
But the symptoms aren't.
Christ, it's gone.
So what's wrong then?
Yeah.
You would think if it was sludge and it's gone, which I can see how it would be gone because it is cholesterol deposits.
Yes.
And I have been eating so dang healthy for 2 months. I can see how that would clear, but the symptoms haven't. So maybe it was a false reading to begin with. Maybe it was a false reading the second time. I don't know. We left the hospital and went across the street to the surgeon's office and said, we need to see you.
Yes.
I'm glad y'all did that.
Oh, yes.
What's next? I went from my doctor to the ER, to the surgeon, to the ER, back to my surgeon. So on Monday, I do have a GI doctor appointment, and we'll schedule a endoscopy. And I'm going to go ahead and ask them, let's go ahead and do the colonoscopy as well. Just make sure you use the tube and go this way first, and then that way.
Yeah.
So you wanted to go ahead and just do both.
Just do both at the same time, and let's figure out what is going on.
You're already be under, so.
Oh my gosh, yeah, might as well. Now we don't
Well,
have to
they
do
have
it
to
twice.
flip you.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, they might not be
flip
able
you?
to.
I'm like, wait. I'm not.
Well, they have to lift my legs.
Didn't you have 2 at the same time?
Yeah, but I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, when you have your colonoscopy on your
I
side,
have had a colonoscopy,
go.
but I have never had.
so,
I haven't had
you
this.
just need to push me onto my side while I'm out.
Yes.
It can't be that hard.
What's weird is, I mean, this may be way TMI, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I had a colonoscopy because they now recommend that you have one at 45. So I had mine already, and I mean, I was just now that prep work is freaking awful, awful. But then once you're out, like, and I woke up, I'm like, I don't even feel like anything was done to me.
They didn't put me out when I had mine.
What?
I had a very gorgeous doctor talking to me the whole time, and I said, "Excuse me, will you please talking to me while you're inside my butthole?"
Oh my
Are you serious? You're awake the whole time?
I was awake the whole time. I was very drowsy. But we talked the whole time.
That is be awful.
I've only talked to 2 other people that were awake.
Your anesthesia doesn't work on you then, because I was in La La Land. I woke up and I was like, whew,
Oh
what
no,
happened?
we talked the entire.
Really?
He's just really there and going,
Having a conversation.
how's it going, Miss Scott?
It's been better. I don't even think I was Miss Scott at that time. I think I was still my maiden name. I was mortified. Stop talking to me.
That is awful. I have never been where I'm not knocked out completely.
Well, that's the only time I've ever had one.
I promise you, Dr.
Well, you can't promise her because maybe her anesthesia didn't work.
Well, I don't think it was anesthesia.
I think they probably did a Twilight
What's a twilight?
where she's just half like,
In and
out.
Oh. No, I was like,
See-
I told her, so the husband did throw up all the crap that you made him drink. Well, did he actually go to the bathroom? I'm like, yeah, no, he cleaned up, but he threw a lot of it up. And then next thing I know, I wake up and I'm in recovery. That's how it went.
Yeah.
Literally.
That sounds
But yeah,
way
I
better.
didn't feel anything. Like, in other words, I felt like I had something shoved up my butthole. Since you already said butthole, I didn't feel like I
I
had
get what
anything
you're
done.
saying when you say you didn't feel
I didn't
like
feel
that needed to be
anything.
done.
So anyway, I'm just saying maybe
That is
I don't know
kind of-
about your throat. I haven't had an endoscopy. Does your throat hurt?
No.
That's what I was concerned about. Do you have a sore throat for
She's
days?
had
I
about
don't.
10 in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
So she'd be the one to ask.
That was one thing that was kind of freaking me out.
Unless my esophagus has gotten so used to it.
Maybe.
That could be.
Or it's always hurting, so you don't realize there's a new hurt going on.
Yeah. No. All right.
So I also
Well, yeah, that's
got
good.
all 3 of us these little necklaces
Love
that
it.
say JKL.
You can't see them because
You
she's
can't. They're tiny. They're very delicate. And I was excited because I was going to take the little charms and put them on these pretty necklaces I bought. Well, the charms do not come off. So now we're all 3 wearing 3 necklaces.
Yep.
Plus, those are what I had on.
Plus, I had my S.
I I know. I can see yours is all clumped together.
Oh, they get clumped. It's
Oh,
Well, that's how we are anyway. We're all clumped
we're
together.
clumped. We are.
We are clumped together. Cheers to that. We are clumped together. So what better way to represent?
Right? This is perfect for us.
I love
It's
it.
a hot mess.
Love it. We don't know if we can take showers with it without them turning green.
Oh, we're
but
taking showers, and when they turn green,
We'll get new ones.
That's a lot of necklaces to unattach.
Oh, absolutely.
I had a running joke with Jen because so JKL is in. She's like, I go, JKL, that's the same order as a Ouija board. She's like,
The
you mean the
alphabet.
calligraphy alphabet? And I'm like, yeah, the Ouija board.
We go together, Jake, and the alphabet. or Ouija board.
Always K's got to be in the
Yeah.
But you always will be in the middle. But Jen was happy that she got to start first.
I did.
J.
Well,
But I had put it on originally because they came in on Wednesday, and the J was down here off to its side, and I didn't realize it till the next day. I was like, no,
You got to get up here in this mess.
I could be in that mess. Be all on my own.
Well, okay. Also, you have the GI appointment, but how are you feeling?
yeah.
The only difference, and it is good,
Okay.
they switched my, I guess, heartburn and indigestion medicine to twice a day, and that has made all the difference in the world.
good.
So I don't have the heartburn as bad and the indigestion. So I still have everything else. The
Okay.
pain is not as bad. I'll feel it in my back occasionally, but not right here. But I have the nausea, eating, everything's downhill.
Right.
And it doesn't matter what I eat.
Yeah.
That's not entirely true. It does matter what I eat, but I'm still miserable if I eat good stuff.
That makes
I'm
sense.
going to be even more miserable if I eat bad stuff. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Which one are you going to pick? I would just pick the bad one and go straight to sleep.
I did order a cheeseburger the other day.
I know.
That was, and I did go straight to sleep.
It's like we gotta eat, but we gotta go make ourselves sleep through the pain.
Yes, I have. And I'm supposed to eat small amounts, and I'm getting to where I'm eating small amounts, and I'm learning to be okay with small amounts, but I am afraid to eat.
Yeah.
I understand that.
No, I truly understand that.
I know that you do, because you've been that way for years and years. And I know I have had stomach issues for years and years. So whether it is the gallbladder that's just not functioning properly, or there's something else, I'm very excited that we're going down this track to finally get some answers.
Amen.
I mean, who knows how long it'll be before they can schedule the endoscopy?
Maybe not too long.
The endoscopy shouldn't take too
No,
long.
because they can usually do that pretty quick.
Okay, good. Well, my Terry had asked me like yesterday, I think, what if they plan it down our trip? I
Yeah.
was like, then I will tell them no.
I bet you're in there in the next 2 weeks.
I
bet
already
you are.
canceled one trip for this. I'm not canceling next month's trip.
Because even when we scheduled our colonoscopies to be done, it was within 2 weeks of scheduling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be that long.
All right.
Well, why don't we see where Kimberly's health
Yes.
story, and then we'll get into like what y'all been up to
Ah.
before that.
Well, I think where we left off, I had already been in the hospital.
Yep. We are Gaylord trip, and then you
In a
went
Gaylord show. Okay, went in the hospital. But then, 2 weeks ago, I believe, because my timing is always off, I believe I ended back up in the hospital again. And so once I did that, it ended up being like a chronic gastritis and
esophagitis.
esophagitis. Yes. So
And
then,
ulcers.
oh well, my ulcers are pop back out. But what from that point, then I've just been like even her, just miserable, scared to eat, nauseous, everything. So we were like exactly the same. And so then I end up one day. I don't know why I did it so long, but anyways, I felt off and I took my blood pressure and it was, that was like 70s over 40s. So it's 80s over like 50s, and then it just kept going 70, 72. And so finally then once it dropped again into like the high sixes, then it happened to be midnight. So I had to call 911. My daughter was with me and my son. And so then 911, they had to come into my house and take me because I was so just not there. And so once they took me and I was there for several hours, it ends up being an inflammation of the chest. So all of this whole area is just all messed up. But then I came back home and crawled in the bed. I did all of this without my husband knowing I was at the hospital.
That's so crazy.
And I
Slept through the dog's barking.
Slept through the dog's barking. That man, if I just like move the blanket, he's like, what? Like, those dogs were barking for 30 minutes. And
How do you sleep through that?
I don't know.
You had too much fun on football Friday.
Here, and
Saturday.
my cats were making his eyes all itchy, so he went home and took Benadryl.
He took two. That's right. But I'm just like, wow.
2 Benadryl's going to knock you out so much that you can't hear the dogs barking and the EMTs in there and the sirens and
Nothing.
so crazy.
So shocked when I found that part out.
So
Wow.
that was pretty funny because then because the ambulance took me, I had to Uber home.
I can't believe they let you Uber home.
I know.
They're not supposed to.
Well, I didn't have any pain medicines.
Oh.
If you have pain medicines, they won't, but I didn't have any.
Okay.
And so they had just were giving me other stuff to get
Your
my blood pressure
Okay.
up. Yes. So love all the medical stuff. And so now I'm they referred me to go to a cardiologist also.
Okay.
And so I'm about to have an echo and a stress test. So I wish there was another way to do a stress test because I'm not going to be able to last
Maybe run
on
on a
that
treadmill.
treadmill.
Yeah. Which is kind of crazy because usually when you have high blood pressure, you have stress, but you have low blood.
He did say he didn't think it was her heart. He thinks it has to do with the stomach stuff, but to be safe,
We gotta
let's
roll it
do
out.
this stuff,
Yeah, roll it
try
out.
it all out. Yeah.
Well, I have one of my tenants, actually, my work, his wife, who I think does watch the podcast, or at least she was. She had something weird with her heart where it was, I want to say skipping a beat, but it was
Mine does.
not doing something that's really odd that it did, and it would make her feel very lightheaded and make her have low blood pressure, that kind of stuff. And they were able to go in and then just fix it. So who knows?
Well, I guess we'll see what we come to find out.
Excuse me for just 1 minute. And I will be right back.
Okay. All right. So tell us something else that's on your list.
Okay, well, so also while we were out, my nephew got married, and so I did a family little wedding thing. My family from Arizona came into town, my husband's oldest brother and his wife, my 2 nieces. We went to dinner, and it turns out they're Formula One fans too.
Nice.
And his oldest brother, Ken, is actually collecting cards like Joey does for Formula One.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like,
that is just
2 peas in
crazy
a pod.
expensive.
Yes. And they're going to Austin this year.
Aw.
They have gone to Vegas. They went to Vegas last year. So that was kind of cool to see them and have the wedding. And it was extremely hot. It was like a 3:00 wedding in the beating sun. Sweat pouring down our backs. But it was fun. It was also my husband's birthday plus his thing. So he didn't get a birthday party because it was a wedding. So I was a bad wife and didn't give him his card till after we got home from the wedding because I was watching the race the morning of and we did that. So I didn't give him a card. And I said, if this were Kimberly, because, we did Would You Rather the last episode y'all watched. And she said, would you rather your husband forget your birthday or post nudes on, is that what it was? And Kimberly was like, well, ooh, I don't like my birthday being missed, but I have y'all. So I told Joey, I said, I'm sorry, if you want a card that has something written in it nice other than what is in the card, you're going to have to wait and get it when we get back from the wedding.
So she can run in the house.
So I can fill it out, which is totally well, because we got up, I meant to go on the Saturday before and go to Walgreens and get the card because I also need to get one for the wedding. But I ended up cleaning my house and I lost track of time. And then Sunday morning, we got up and watched the race before we went to the wedding. I had just enough time when the race ended to go to Walgreens, get the cards, get back and shower. So I didn't have time to fill it out. So I got back and I said, I'm going to fill out your card. And I gave it to him. He goes, well, it is still my birthday. I'm like, you're right, it is. He's so good about that.
He is.
Oh my gosh.
So that happened with me there. And then I had all the September birthdays. So, my mom was the 13th weekend, and then it was like bam, 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 all while we were out. So it was like my mom's birthday. I go over all the way, an hour away she lives from me to go celebrate with her. Then the next weekend is the wedding and my husband's birthday. And then last weekend was my kid's birthday. So it was like bam, bam, bam. So many birthdays. So
Yeah.
I'm glad to be in October.
Oh, well, I think Jen thinks that too.
And then
Not as glad as I am.
I don't really have, I do, only health update I have, which isn't near as big as theirs. I have been having the really bad headaches in the back of the head from, I had a fusion done, almost 2 years now. And I know it's part of it because I have double stack fusions in my neck. So the top of the back of my head, just throbs constantly. It's like someone's beat it. So I went back to physical therapy because my physical therapist is a genius massager. You can massage the back of my head and I can feel it in the front of my head. That's when you know you got a good massage. So I started back at that. So I'm doing that now twice a week right now. So we'll see how that goes. And then I have a funny story.
Ooh.
It's a I'm so pretty story.
Oh, I love those.
So I told you guys that I'm going to go to the Netherlands, to Zandvoort next year. So I have a passport, but my son does not have a passport and he's 19 now. So he's an adult. So we get, I bring, when you have the government involved, I literally bring everything with us. Even though I knew he just had to have his birth certificate and his driver's license, I brought my entire packet of all my stuff too, and his stuff, just in case. Then I had to pre-fill the application out online. You can pre-fill it out and then print it out on your printer, right? So I had all that. So we get there, and it wasn't very cool thing about this is it's not like the DMV. I just went on there the week before and I was like, oh, when do you want to go? Next Friday, Thursday, Friday. I'm like, they got a Thursday at 12:40. Okay, I'm good. I mean, like, when, that's so easy.
Okay.
So we show up and we hand her the application and she's like, oh, the barcode's cut off from your printer.
Oh.
I'm like, okay, well, can I give me one to fill out? I have to fill it out because he has crappy handwriting. The last thing we need is for it not to get rejected. So I start filling out. I did get on the first page. I get to the second page, which is your mom and your dad's information. So I fill out mine. I get to my husband's and I put Fort Worth in the birthday field. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I put Fort Worth in I was like a nervous wreck in there. I called Jen. I was like, I'm full of anxiety right now. And I don't even know why. I guess because I don't know. That stuff just freaks me out. So she's like, well, you could put a line through Fort Worth and then write his birthday. And I'm like, could it come back? She goes, yeah. I'm like, you give me another page. So I fill out. And thankfully, I'd only filled out a few lines. So I fill out the rest. Okay. And so while that was happening, they went and got their picture. Or he went and got his picture. Okay, so then we get to you need 2 checks, one made out to us for $50. Do you want to expedite it? Yes. I don't care if I'm going a year from now or 2 years from now, I want to expedite it.
Yeah.
So she's like, okay, it's going to be $190. So she's like, you don't have to endorse it. You don't have to write who it's to because I have a stamp for that. Just fill out the check. And she goes, make sure in the memo line that you write his full name and his birthday. Okay. His name is Christopher Ryan Stewart. It won't even fit. You can't. I write that all on there and I'm like, I don't have room for the birthday because my signature's there. And that would definitely get rejected. And he looks at me and he goes, you named me. And so then I give it to her and she goes, you spelled 90 wrong.
Wait, what?
You spelled 90 wrong. 190. I wrote spelled 90. I put Ninty. Okay. I'm like, void. So then I get another checkout. I'm not done.
Wait,
I'm not done.
Wait, I'm just surprised that you still have checks.
Yes. I only write checks for school events before and Joe T. Garcia's because they take checks, cash or checks.
Oh, that's
so you know.
true.
Okay.
That's the only thing you'll find in my checkbook register. Okay, so I can write void and get my next checkout. This time around, she goes, we'll put his birthday above the name. I'm like, okay, got that. So I did that. And then I write it out again. And I'm like, God dang it. I wrote again. Ninty. But I had enough room, so I kind of made an E in there. I don't feel it as pretty because even the kid and the girl were like, they had to question it too. I mean, it is a harder word to spell.
That was one I always struggled with. Every time I wrote a check.
I mean, it doesn't make sense that you should have,
Keep the E.
keep the E. So I tried to cram the E in there and I circled over it several times. And I'm like, what if I initial it? And then I looked at her, I'm like, is it going to come back? And she goes,
What?
if you have, okay, void.
Oh my God.
So she goes, third time's the charm. Thankfully, it was a really nice lady. So I finally did the third one right. She actually wrote it on a sticky note at this point, so I would maybe look at it and do it right.
I love it.
I'm so sorry. And so I finally, she goes, you're fine. She was young. She was younger. And so we walk out of the building and I was like, oh my God, that was crazy. And he goes, well, in your defense, that's a hard word to spell. I wasn't even sure. And he's a stellar speller. I am not. But he is a speller. Like he can throw off some big old words and spell them. I am not. And I was like, that was so freaking stressful. Holy cow.
They don't take credit cards or debit cards.
They don't, because you have to send it in. And then too, he didn't know, like you have to send in your original birth certificate and you just hope you get it back.
What?
Yeah, you have to send in your original birth certificate. They send in your original birth certificate with your application. And then when they mail it back to you, they send you your birth certificate back in a separate envelope from your passport. But they will send them both back to you. But you have to send in the original.
That would be scary.
It's scary. That's why you expedite so you can make sure and get it back quickly. You have to. That's the rule.
I don't know. I don't recall giving them Hayden's real one.
No, you send a copy and the real one. And then they send you back the real one. And then too, another funny part of that is I was telling my son this story too. When we were back in the car, I was like, so mine is good till 2031 because I just got mine renewed in 2021 when I went to Mexico with my sister. And Christopher's like, well, that's going to come around sooner than you think. I'm like, you're very well right about that. And I was like, just make sure that before it expires, you get it renewed because it's a whole lot easier because you can renew it online actually. And he goes, you don't even have to take a new picture. I'm like, I don't think so. I think only maybe age wise, you might have to down the road, but like, okay, we go on our honeymoon when we first got married, me and the husband. We went to Paris. And we came back and he made me this great picture collage of our entire trip. It's beautiful, gorgeous. And even has like a frame around it that's like, looks like something you'd see in Paris. He put like our wedding invitation and all these things from around Paris. He even puts, back then we had francs instead of euros. He had francs in there. He sticks his passport in there as well, which then in 4 years from that, we decide, let's go back to Paris because we want to go to New Year's Eve. But his passport's glued inside this picture frame. So it's not lost or stolen. I just have to say it's damaged and get a new one. The moral of the story is don't put your passport in a picture in plexiglass that you can't get out. So I had to get him a new one.
Oh,
yeah. No. So anyway, that was my "you're so pretty" moment. And what's funny is that we keep saying "you're so pretty" moment. And last night I went to dinner with my coworkers for birthday dinners. We did birthday dinners at a lunch this time, and the waitress brought us a bottle of wine, and she was like trying to use the cork, open it up, and she couldn't get it. So she's like, "I'm gonna have to go to the bar and get something else." So she goes to the bar. She comes back. She goes, "So it's a screw top?" And she goes, "I'm so pretty." Dying laughing. She was young.
I bet she was embarrassed.
She was. She just goes, I'm so pretty.
Oh,
I said, you're gorgeous.
You're gorgeous.
that is greatness. I know one time I was with someone at dinner, and it was like this Italian restaurant. It's the lights very dim, and
Italian.
so I ordered, and so I ordered some Riuniti Lambrusco.
Love that stuff.
I know, me too.
But you're in this little fancy Italian place. And so when the waiter came to bring this Riuniti Lambrusco, he undid the screw and said, "Would you like to smell it?"
It's a fine wine.
I'm surprised they had it there, and it's also awesome that they had it there. 'Cause I look for it on the menu all the time.
It's never in the menu.
Oh my God.
You can't find it at a gas station, but not at a fancy restaurant.
Walgreens. You can find it at Walgreens.
Well, yes, but we used to be able to just go to QT.
Yeah.
And then they took that away, and we were devastated.
Yeah.
Oh
You got
my
a good
God.
liquor store now. That's funny. I like that.
Hilarious.
All right. So, Jen, you wanted us to talk about our school?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's talk about our school.
Okay.
New beginnings.
So, yes, this is definitely new beginnings. This has been weeks now, like
Yes.
over a month or so. I always, TikTok, looking at stuff, and then there and Facebook, and there was an ad for this school or this program that goes through universities, which this one will go through Auburn. Anyways, so I just said, I got our new job, and we can stay home. And she's like, "What is it?" And I said it was a medical coder. And she had said,
I have been thinking about that for over a year, but you have to have certification schooling. And so I just didn't think about it again.
Yeah.
I wanted it before I quit because it was a work from home position.
Correct.
And at that time, after cleaning houses for 15 years, I wanted a work from home position. And that was one of the biggest remote field jobs that I found in all the jobs.
Yep.
So I had started thinking about it all those years or months, but then I stopped thinking about it.
But it was funny because she said, "That's exactly what I've been thinking." So I got all the information on the program, sent it to her, and then I am going through each program they have in the medical field. Because when I think it was like right when I got out of high school, I went to school to go be a teacher. Then I don't know. Who knows what happened, why I didn't finish that. But then I did go to continue later to be a nurse. So I did all the first part for the first year. And then I decided I didn't want to apply to the nursing program because I couldn't stand the sight of blood.
Yeah.
But keep going down. Then I start thinking, oh, I don't know. I'm tired of being in the house all the time. And so maybe not that. So I went back and forth, and I landed on a certified surgical technician. So I'll be the one in either the surgical place or operating hospital, and helping out the surgeon. Hey, here's this tool.
You are
here's
experienced.
this tool.
You are a VIP hospital stay.
Well, that's what's helped me with some of these words that we're doing.
Right.
But let me tell you. So, yes, so she's going to still be the coder. I'm going to do the surgical technician. So we shall see. But we started on our first class, and we have the exact same class for this program. And even though we're two different things, that's what.
Well, the beginning.
Yeah, okay. So the beginning. So our notebook is like,
It's thick. It's good 2 inches thick, and I still have 2 more chapters to go. It is learning so much. You have to learn the prefixes, the suffixes first, which now that I have learned, everything else is a lot easier. But then you have to learn the medical anatomy, physiology, common diseases, common disorders for each system. The muscular system, the skin, the glands. I mean, each system, it is so much.
Yes.
And
I was typing up the cards in Quizlet, and it would go. I was like, oh, okay, 70 for this. Well, no, it went into the 90s. Then it was like, oh, 90s are done. Now we're at 160.
Wow.
And I'm just like, oh my gosh, how are we gonna? This is just class 1.
this is the first.
And
This is step 1.
yeah, so we got to take we have got to study up to take the exam in this first class. So I'm very excited about it.
I'm super proud of y'all.
Thank
I've been telling them that I'm super proud of them. And the more that y'all kept talking about it, the more I kept thinking, like, y'all know that I did 4 years of math and this last 4 years of my kid being in school and helping him. And so it made me think about like learning after your 40s, like learning as an adult, let's call it, because I don't even think it's 40s. I think it's as an adult, like a full adult. It's so far different than when you were young and in college or high school or college, whatever it is. I think it's because, like, for me, like even the helping my kid with the math, even let's take it. I mean, you guys are doing it for a career, but even doing that, like like I didn't even cover that kind of stuff when I was in school. Okay. At all. But it's like we have more critical thinking skills. And I think it's also because you're doing this because you choose to do it and not because you're kind of like, you think this is the path you're going to go down.
We're more invested.
You're more invested in it because it's something you're really passionate about.
A lot of things, guys.
Well, that's true. I agree with that.
Finished them.
Yeah, but you're going to finish this. You are going to finish this.
I am going to finish this.
And because we're going to support you. But my point is that I think like your critical thinking skills are different when you're older. And maybe, they used to tell you, like, it's not about the algebra. It's about the fact that you're learning critical thinking with math. I think it's because you've had, think about your high stress job you had.
Oh, yeah.
And managing and doing all those things and having to multitask and learn all this and look at this and that. Okay. You could run circles around it. So now it's like, I think that it's like you have more capacity. It's like if you don't know the answer to something, you know how to go and find it. Right. Like you want it bad enough that you will go and find a way to make you remember it or know it, understand it. Yeah. As opposed to when we're younger, I think you just kind of like, when am I going to use this in life? And then I was talking to my physical therapist about it the other day too, because he's like early 30s. And I told him that. Exactly what I said. And he said, I also think that like kids coming straight out of college, I don't think that they have critical thinking skills because they're just not, I mean, exactly what you said. I think life kind of, when you start to do life and you start to have all these things you have to problem solve with, you develop those skills better. So I think that's what makes us more successful learners when we're older.
See, and I keep thinking, what if we're not successful learners?
You will
what if we don't learn? What if we can't absorb the information like we used to?
You will.
I don't know.
Because Kimberly is going to be like, oh, I've had that. So I've heard that read. No. I've heard that symptom.
Well, yes, but still, you don't understand. I spent today, okay, yes, I did watch a whole series on Netflix.
Yeah, your ADD will kick in.
So it was Wayward, if you want to know, and it's very bizarre, very, very bizarre.
Netflix. I saw the preview.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So, but my brain, yes, well, I'm ADHD, so of course.
You talk about you forgetting things.
I do, but I also feel I have short-term memory.
Yeah.
And so, and some long term, like I cannot remember anything. I can't even, if you were to ask me what I was to do that I did on Tuesday, I couldn't even begin to tell you. I mean, I really have lost a lot of brain tissue.
Guy has chemo brain.
I don't know, but yeah. So I'm scared because I'm like, how am I going to get all that information in here?
I think it's that you just have to like if you want to know it, you will know it. Because like, I mean, my kid's not always right, but the one thing he will say when he would go to take his finals, he's like, I feel like you either know it or you don't.
Oh, sure.
So it's kind of one of those. Like, I feel like if you want to know, you will just kind of know it. So you just have to try to go in with that mindset because it can be very overwhelming.
It is very overwhelming. And that's the thing. Like she said, we'll have 160 questions.
That's right.
Per
but
chapter.
you're only going to have 50 questions on the exam.
50 questions on the exam.
Right. You get 1 hour to take it.
Out of
You don't. So you just have to know the information.
You just have to know it all.
Correct. But we're cramming this much in and only getting tested on that much.
I know.
I'm like, really?
But I think everything we're learning, we're going to need throughout our future.
Of course we will.
But this first exam is going to be our scariest one.
Okay, so what y'all can do is, since y'all are both learning the same stuff and I know nothing about it, you learn it all, and then you can just tell me, hey, did you know that this and this and this and this causes this, this and this and this? And then maybe then that will help me. That will help y'all remember it.
Girlfriend, and let me tell you how many times, well, I did text you going, I know all about this, and it was like the thyroid stuff, and then us on the gastrinal.
Yep.
Yeah, well, we know all of this. But I wake up in the middle of the night, throughout the night, and there's a different medical term stuck in
Like
there,
DNR?
and I'll say it, like phasia or plasm or malacia, whatever, and it's in my head, and I'll wake up and I'll be like, oh, now I can't stop thinking about it. Then I'll finally go to sleep, and it's another one. And I'm like, well, stop.
Yeah.
You know why? Because when you go to sleep and you're thinking about something, that's why you dream about it.
It started because one night I didn't get started until 5 p.m. on the classes. So it was late when I finally got off and went to bed. So that was all jammed in there. That's why. But it's happened since then. And I made myself get away from my computer before bed.
But you talked about nursing, and so that was something that, like, my sister's doing nursing school as well. And she said I would get random texts from her like, I know how Dad died, and she had this like long old thing. I'm like, or did you find this information somewhere, or are you doing school? So I'm doing school. Because that was her way of, like, if she knew people that had different things and you could associate it would help you remember it.
That makes sense.
And you know, you got no health problems at all. So maybe I'm just saying, like, try to make it like, think of like, I want to know this stuff, because I think maybe you would absorb it if you want to know it. Think of it as like maybe like future reference information.
We will see. We'll see.
I think y'all are gonna do good. I'm very proud of y'all. I know it's hard. I'll be your cheerleader. I've taken a little piece from their notebook, and me and Christopher have downloaded Duolingo to learn Dutch. Just so we do a little lesson every night, just so that way when we go to Amsterdam next year, we will know a little bit of Dutch. So I'm like, my best friends were doing school. I can learn something.
Oh, yes.
So,
I just can't believe I'm starting a new career at 50.
That's okay. You're always
scary.
Well, I will tell you that, like, my ex-brother-in-law, he tried to get Joey, my husband, to do that for a long time, because you can make decent money at it, and there's very minimum schooling involved with it. I mean, I know it seems hard right now, but it is minimal compared to like what you had to get able to do. And so I think it's good.
Yep. Well, I'm excited. Jen's excited. We're going to be taking our test together.
When we had gone to the ER the second time to do the MRI that they didn't do, Kimberly was telling the doctor that we were doing this program and that she was going to be the surgical tech and I was going to be the medical coder. And he looked at me because I couldn't do that. Sitting up there, computer all day. And I'm like, well, I couldn't do what you do either.
Yeah.
Like,
looking at,
you know, did you hand him the wrong instrument?
yeah, me probably. Oh, shit.
Did you drop it when you were trying to hand it?
Oh, I probably did that too. Oh, you needed this scissor.
Yeah, not yet. Not yet.
We're not there.
But I gave you a knife. My bad.
I gave you the number 4 knife. Should have had the 2.
haven't learned that yet. I'm still a prefixes, suffixes. Don't judge me.
Speaking of which, Grey's Anatomy starts soon and get back
I
up.
know.
So just pay attention on Grey's Anatomy. Maybe you might learn how to handle utensils.
You will hear terms
You'll hear
that
words.
they say. Like when we have been in the hospital, I'm like, oh, I know what's going on down the hall. They don't announce it. I know exactly what's going on down there.
See? That's how you remember it. You can associate it. That's what I'm saying. Try to make it fun and make it like, we have heard that. And I think it's going to stick with you, though.
All right. We got this. Ready?
My biggest problem is, well, there's two. One, completely stressing because it's 4 to 6 month program, right? Because I've had so many stomach issues the first month of this program, it's like, I'm not going to be finished in 4 months. That's not happening at all.
No, I told you that we would be at 6.
But I didn't want to be at 6.
I know.
So that's been eating at me. I wanted to be at 4.
But then I think we have to do 6 because that's so much information that we're already trying to cram it into a 6 month period.
Yes.
And so,
that's crazy that it's 6 months.
and then we go do an externship and somewhere they place us to where we do clinicals and stuff and learn.
Yeah. We
And
shadow
we're
them.
We shadow them. So we don't get paid.
No. Which is
But-
another thing that's stressing me.
You never know. You might end up getting paid, though.
Technically, I could probably find a job without
could.
that part.
Yeah.
But I think it would be a good idea. More you need that part.
she's
Definitely. Coding.
You're just going to get all the insurance stuff wrong.
Right.
Oh,
You could go work for my doctor's office because they get it wrong all the time.
She got one wrong the other time.
oh, I did. Yes.
It happens.
Oh my gosh, it sure does.
It won't on your watch.
No, ma'am.
No, because you're going to know it.
I'm going to know it all.
I don't know. While we were on our little hiatus, I watched a lot. I went to the movies a lot.
You did?
Yeah.
Went and saw. Okay, him. And when I say that is the most dumbfounded, just I don't even know what to say. Thoughts on this movie. When it ended, my son and I looked at each other and we went, "Huh? What?" And then Alyssa went to see it on her own. And I said, "I'm just going to tell you exactly what I just told y'all." And she came home going, just like this.
Okay.
But oh yeah. So then I went to see. Is it a long walk? A long walk.
A long walk.
And then anyways, and so the whole movie,
Oh, that's right. You told me about that.
the whole movie was nothing but walking.
It's a long walk.
I mean, like, I would be so angry.
Like Forrest Gump, like I'm running. But walking?
But there's stuff to it that if you don't walk this fast or you stop, then you get so many different warnings. Like on your 4th one, you're shot dead.
I have no idea. I've never seen a preview.
Me either. That's all.
I just kept thinking, okay, listen,
Is there nothing out right now?
no.
That's the moral of the story. There's no movies out right now. No need to rush to the theaters right now. Because you've now seen 2 movies that are like,
I want to go see him.
No, I'm not saying not to see him.
oh, you're saying it's a good movie. It was just a weird ending?
No.
No? Okay. Okay.
I don't know how to explain it.
I don't think I've even seen the previews for him.
Oh, okay, but the long walk.
I did because she said she was.
I want to say I would be mad if I was in that cast because then you're walking, and they're like, "Oh my God, this thing's cut," and then it's the whole rest of walking, cut. Oh my
She did like 20 miles. We gotta redo that.
Oh my God, but that, yeah. And then what was the scary one?
Strangers too.
Oh, y'all went and saw that.
No.
No. Alyssa. No.
Alyssa and Larry and you went to
Yes.
the Strangers too.
Yes. Saw the Strangers too. That was good.
Okay.
Yes. And then I also Conjuring.
That was before we.
Oh, we did. Okay. See, brain.
Okay.
But anyways, yeah. We go to the movies a lot. But that used to be us before COVID when we were at the movies every week.
Y'all did go to the movies a lot.
I mean, every week. And so I always had to see what the Friday movie was.
Well, and we started watching The Golden Bachelor. Me and Kim did, at least. Jen's not taking part in that, but
I may at the end.
okay. So this is okay. So I was intrigued by this season because it's only on its second episode. Last week was second episode.
Yeah.
But these women, okay. Now, granted, the youngest is 58, and I would say the average is probably 63, maybe. Would you say?
Are you going to talk about what the guy said on his
Yes.
podcast? Okay.
So the Bachelor, he was an NFL football player. Well, he played football for 26 years. So he played in high school, and then he went to college, Michigan State, University of Michigan, sorry. Played for University of Michigan, and then he played for the Rams for a long time. So he played for 26 years. Good looking guy, whatever, fit. He's been divorced for like 5 years. He goes on this podcast before the show airs, and he says, I'm looking for a person between 45 and 60.
I thought he said 40 to 60.
No, he said 45 to 60.
Oh.
So he first episode had to retract himself. He's like, I'm sure I made a big hole for myself. Because again, the youngest on the show is 58.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would say average age is 62, 63. There's a few
Right.
70s, but most of them are in their 60s. But these women did not look that.
Yeah.
They look like late 40s, early 50s, mid 50s. I mean, they look amazing.
Nice.
Really, they do. I mean, there are a few that you could tell have had a lot of Botox.
Oh my gosh.
Sunken
There's some
eyes and big cheeks. And the one girl, Nicole, okay, there's this one girl. She can't keep her tongue out of his mouth.
She can't. She is literally in front
on
of
top of.
on top of him, and then all the other women are right there, and her
so
tongue
rude.
is down his throat.
I get that you go on the show and you know what you signed up for, but like have some respect. Don't do it in front of other people. Do it on your one-on-one time. Like don't do it in front of the entire other girls. That's just rude.
Awkward.
She walks right up, and so
That would be this. Every time I keep watching her, I'm like, that's the girl that's like the promiscuous one in high school that would just,
She's still the same.
do the PDA continuously no matter where you are. And she's still that way at 60.
In this day and age, that word would be called the pick me girl.
It's called what?
Pick me.
Pick me?
Pick me.
That's what in this
Interesting.
day and age it's called a pick me girl.
We just
Okay.
learned something.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I just
It
learned a
makes
new
total
word.
sense.
Pick me. Pick me. So that's been interesting. But and first, I mean, again, I'm like, my son comes in and watches it with me occasionally. He'll just put like, who do you like? That kind of stuff. And he's like, he's actually a pretty nice looking man. He looks pretty well fit. I'm like, yeah, I know he is. And then the girls, I'm like, okay, so I tell him even, you don't see this on the youngers. You only see this on the Goldens. Very first date, first one-on-one this girl gets. She was like a tomboy. She raced cars and motorcycles and stuff like that. She was always a tomboy. They put her in this room. They give her these fancy looking dresses. She can pick anything she wants. All of those other girls are fixing her hair, putting on her makeup. Like, you got this. She hadn't been on a date and like a long, she was a single mom.
Yep.
I mean,
They were all
I
working
was like,
together.
you don't see this cattiness on that stuff happens on the younger episodes. They're all like catty and they ain't gonna help you fix your hair and look good for this guy they're still after too. No. And I'm like, that's what I love about it is like they're such great friends, except for they are irritated with the girl that's sticking her tongue down the guy's.
Well, I mean,
I would be too.
Right.
Doesn't matter what old you are. That. So and then my son was asking me like, who do you like? I'm like, I like this girl, like that girl right there. She's from Texas and she. Actually, she was a Dallas Maverick basketball team. If you're not from Texas, dancer in her former life, and their first group date, they did like this cheerleading. They had to do like cheers and do like a dance and do a whole squad and compete for it. And he goes, "She totally looks like a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader." I'm like, "You're right, she totally does." So I just think like. I don't know. It's just the spirit of it is so great on it.
And it's only an hour.
And it's only an hour, but they only have like 7 episodes.
It drives her crazy.
It drives me crazy because the younger ones, you got like 2-hour episodes that stretch out like so far with all the drama. And then the Goldens you want to watch are only an hour and you get 7 episodes.
Baby, they can't go the full 2 hours.
I feel bad for them on the first night when they're up till like when they filmed the first night.
And they're
It's
up 20
daylight
It's 24 hours.
and they're old. Well, I shouldn't say they're not old. They're not much far from us.
They are golden.
No,
I'm golden.
The average age is 60. 62. There's a few 70s in there.
Well, I mean, I might be way above his, preference of 45. That would be Jen.
Yes. You're in the window.
In the window.
No, he recovered himself pretty well on that.
That would be really hard to do.
He
How
did
do you
do
take
it.
it back?
He did, because, and the girls made, like, this week they had, like, they were all comedians and they were writing, like, skits, like, roasting.
Okay, I definitely needed a lot.
They
That was
roasted this week, and this
hilarious.
was hilarious. And they brought up that, some
was
stuff about me,
roasted.
like, I'm not, I'm in not in that range. And they gave him crap for it, but he's made up for it. He came out first thing out of the ballot, said to all the girls when he came in the room after he met them all, he said, I know I said that is not who I am. No,
They told him to say that, right?
I'm sure. Just like they told the other girl to stick her tongue down his throat every episode.
That's not who I am.
They did.
That's not who I am. Then
told
why
you
did he
that.
say it on a podcast?
Oh, I don't know. But you're going on the golden
Well,
path.
no, he just meant like it. I don't know. I think he knew he said it wrong. He did. I don't know.
Hey,
still
I
like
may
him.
be, what is he?
He's 60. I think he's right
may
at
be
60, maybe.
but I'll take a 45-year-old. Yes, not 44,
Not
but 45.
Tell you
Yeah,
what.
that's why I told Larry when he said I'm a senior citizen. I'm turning 60. I'm like, you could be on the Golden Bachelor.
I tell him that all the time.
I know. I was sitting there the other day going, wait, I think I can get an AARP.
You I could get an ARP right now. But the other day I went to West Side Cafe. I've taken you there.
I love that place.
And so I'm with my old, well, he's kind of retired, but my old boss and his daughter who works with me, and they're both over 50. I mean, he's 80, but 80 something, but she's like 50. I want to say 8 maybe. And they're all getting out. They order off the senior menu. You have to be 55, and I'm like, I'm 50. Can I order off the senior menu? Because I don't want a large portion. I did too. I ordered off the senior menu.
I still
They let
order
me.
off the kids' menu.
I know,
What
but
I
you
have
can't do
started
that.
doing.
Yeah.
But I get the senior. Like I can do it at El Paseo too. I can get the senior menu.
Yeah. But I
get one in July,
I
so
always,
too.
I do the kids' meals.
So we're not even at the age where we can get the senior movie ticket or the senior movie or discount because we're 50. We're not 55. But even Joey just turned 54. He can't even get it.
Well, there's this new ice cream place, and it says free scoop if you're a senior citizen, and then it's like over 60. And so I'm so excited because Larry is 60, and I need to take him there so I can get this free scoop.
Honey, you can get a free scoop ice cream. Let's go get a free scoop. You should take him and go. That's how you said you wanted to go and try new restaurants with Terry.
Yes.
You
Which
need to do
hasn't
that.
happened since then.
Let's go to outings and see how much stuff you can get if you're 60. That is a great outing for y'all.
Okay.
Yes.
But I keep always forgetting. Larry does it all the time, but saying military,
Oh, that too. Yeah.
Yes, and because I never ask anybody, do you take military or do you get a military discount? But Larry's always about it, and I'm like, oh, now I'm starting to go. Do you take military discount?
You know what though? He's not afraid to say that, but he's afraid to say, "Do you take a senior discount?" He's all proud and true with his military, but you come to being, I'm 60. I'm 60. I'm like 1 foot in the grave.
Oh my God.
I'm like, Larry, you're better off than every single one of us in our circle of friends.
Yes.
Literally.
Every single one of us.
Every single one of us.
these three.
Not just 3.
All of us.
All of us. So crazy. He's so fit and looks great.
It did.
We just want to give him a hard time.
Yes.
I have
absolutely.
missed these two so much.
Yes.
We needed
Sticking with
this.
us. We've been on here probably long enough at this point.
All right, well, let's go around. Jen, is there anything that really sticks out to you for these last few weeks that other than anything else that we haven't talked about?
I can't think of anything. Maybe Bubbles. She had tooth surgery. Well, she went in to get her teeth cleaned. Then they called and said we have to remove a couple. And then it turned out one needed stitches. So then, of course, she's on antibiotics, painkillers. Mm-hmm. There was like 2 other things for the first week. And she does not like all that stuff. So that was kind of rough. But she's past all that. She's back to eating hard food. And they also told me while she was there that she was a little over but it was okay. Just she can't go any over on her weight. And I was like, how do I stop
So
that?
funny. She went from like skinny rail to like
You're
fat.
on a diet. You
went
only
from-
get fed half once a day.
She went from like 6-7 pounds.
she
to
looks
9
good.
something.
She looks good like that.
She
I
looks
like her
like
looking
a
plump.
wide loaf of bread. And I
Oh, she
love
looks
it.
good.
Pick her up.
Yeah.
It hurt your back a little. She's solid.
Oh.
Her and Sammy are probably the same weight, but Sammy's a bigger body, stretched out more. You pick her up, but teeny little bubbles. She's like, oh my gosh.
That's hilarious.
But she's finally better. I'm happy.
Yes.
That was a stressful 2 weeks.
Yes. I know that was terrible. I'm sorry.
She's good.
Lori, anything else that you can think of that you
I don't
have missed?
think so. I want to well, I was going to put this down. Well, maybe I should say. So, we talk about all the time that we love for you guys to comment on things and tell us your thoughts and tell us like things you want to talk about or just your thoughts about general. So we got I didn't think it was that bad, but a not so nice comment, let's call it.
Well, I had to ask y'all. I said, what is this?
Yeah, so Kimberly screenshots it. It wasn't on YouTube. It was, oh no, it was.
No, it was.
Okay, so she sends us a screenshot, and it said, "A grown woman wearing her hair in bunches is not right," basically. And she was like, I'm like, she's talking about her pigtails, and I know it's British because I watch all this F1 content, and they're all British, and so bunches is a British term. And Kimberly literally puts it in Chat GTP, and it's like used to be described into the UK as pigtails. I'm like,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
So I told Jen she better stop wearing her hair in bunches.
I mean, yeah, so Jen can't wear her hair in bunches. I'm like,
Bun. But
I could do a bunch of hair in a
Not
bun.
bunch.
No,
I mean, heck, I'd take that. I mean, who cares? I mean, we're at the age now we don't care. I mean, I wear my hairs in braids in the summertime when I'm at the pool. I mean, we don't care.
no, I've done bunches
cares?
several times since
We can
then,
do
just
bunches.
not for the podcast. I will.
Don't let that person bring you down.
I think your bunches are cute.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
If I could wear bunches, I would, but mine wouldn't be bunches because I have no hair. Might be a bunch.
A bunch. That's what I got going on, right?
Yeah, a bunch.
What about you?
Yeah.
I would say that Alyssa got her dad bought her a new car.
No, we talked about
we
that.
Oh, we talked about
Yeah.
that one?
Yep, that was the
God,
last
see?
episode.
My
Yeah.
days
And that's why we can't stop podcasting.
are all together. Other than that, I've probably seen every Netflix out there, series, Hulu. Yeah, so I'm rewatching Stranger Things because I found out it's coming in November.
Yes.
It is?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the final
I will
one.
do that before the month's up.
Well, yeah, so I got started a little too early because now I'm almost mid in season 3.
Wow.
I let myself watch one episode of something in the morning.
You got to study the rest of the day.
One episode later, maybe.
When I'm studying, I usually have Stranger Things. First, I did the whole series of Ozark over again this season. I can't four seasons. And so I just have it playing in the background and I'm typing and everything because I know what's going to happen.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, if you
True.
put something on there that I don't know is going
You've
to
never
happen,
seen.
Right.
Yes.
that
Okay,
makes
that makes sense. That does
yeah.
make sense.
So now I have Stranger Things on in the background.
Okay.
So I can have something going.
It's like your white noise.
I don't like sitting there in the quiet.
No, I don't either.
I have started just this week earphones with indie music. It's very calming.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know the words and everything, so it's not like I'm going to start singing with them.
Okay.
But it's very peaceful, and I can use that to cancel out everything
That's a good
else
idea.
going on around me, but not get focused on that.
Okay.
That might help too.
It's
Yeah.
been helping.
Well, I'll try that and see. But I love my TV.
I know.
I do too.
One day I did
That's how I'm with sleep.
a chapter while watching the Halloween baking championship with Terry.
Oh, that's
When I
not
was
a good
done, I was like, I didn't, none of that was absorbed.
Oh, no. All that stuff I typed for us. No. None of that's absorbed. That's just me actually typing.
That's just you getting it in there.
That's
But
me
normally
typing.
I am, as I'm writing everything out, I'm getting it. And then when I'm typing it, I'm getting it more. And then when I do the learn, because Quizlet is amazing, y'all. If you have kids or yourself, whatever.
Yes.
Quizlet is amazing.
Yep.
I don't think I would be where I am now.
Yep.
Because that first couple of weeks, I was like, I can't memorize any of this crap. None of it.
Well, I told her I was using Quizlet, and
then
she was writing it down, and I'm like,
I still write it down. I write everything down.
Yeah, and so I come over here to Jen's house because my dryer broke, and I needed to wash and dry my family's clothes. And she tells me, so Kim is putting it all in this program, and I'm like, what's it called? She goes, Quizlet. I'm like, wait a minute. I said, do you have it yet? She goes, no. And I go, I'm pretty sure I just paid for a year subscription because Christopher just graduated and we were using it. And I paid, and I went through in August when we'd already graduated. So I'm not going to use it anymore. And I already paid for it. So I was like, yep, here you go.
yeah.
I don't know what I would have done without it. I mean, I would have
got used.
got it.
I'm just glad it got used.
Yeah.
Oh,
But-
absolutely. No,
Yeah.
other than that, just ordering, stuff and not remembering, and then, just getting like a J-Lo package, and now
You
I've
got
got
J-Lo package. What'd you get?
The whole,
Like makeup?
no, the
Skincare?
skincare,
Oh.
the whole skincare. So,
Because you
and
need
then-
another skincare routine.
I don't know. I think I have 9 or 10.
What happened to the laser room?
Oh, so that's still on there. I did plug it in the other day just to get it
Did
ready
you go get
for
your
when I
facial?
want to do it. And I still haven't done one of those yet.
And I can't take it instead.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And then things will come and I'm like, oh, what's that? But then Lissa's ordering stuff for her room. And then it's like it's all in my name. And so it's like I open and I'm like, oh, Lissa. And then I'm like, I wanted to see what I ordered today.
It's a surprise. You get this.
The stuff that takes a while, I will be surprised. But with Amazon, I can either get it that day, like the same day, or the next day. But there are things that take a while. And then
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, what is that?
Well, it is called ambient shopping.
Yes.
Again, the word is ambient shopping.
So you remember how I told y'all, like on that, I don't remember what episode that was, but we talked about the shopping and buying things that you don't ever use. And I told y'all, I'll take things back to Amazon. I don't have a problem with that. Just give them to me if you don't want them. So I had like 20 things saved up. Not really that much, but probably 10. I had a bunch of things saved up. And so I took them all. I start going, okay, return, turn, and go to the thing. And then there was one item because Christopher had ordered something and he was like, oh, it didn't work. So you can return it. I'm like, okay. It wasn't very expensive, but I was like, okay, I'll return it. Well, so I let them all pile up and then I go to return them all and it's no longer eligible for return, which is this lovely purple cover.
Because I'm obsessed.
So
with
I could
purple.
not return it. And so I was like, oh, Kimberly's favorite, your godmother's favorite color is purple.
Yes.
So it got used because it couldn't get returned.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Which I'm happy. So good.
Yes.
Well, I'm excited about things we're going to have coming up. I know we've been talking about that, but then we took a hiatus.
Yes.
But we still are planning on having some great topics coming up in the future.
Oh, yeah. So,
And we're back on, and now it's Jen's favorite holiday month. So we're going to have some great Halloween special editions coming up later in the month.
I'm excited. Jen and myself and Alyssa are going to Austin because she is over the moon with Nightmare Before Christmas. So they have a Nightmare Before Christmas trail there. And then I asked my niece I said, tell me, what is the best haunted house, scariest in Austin? So, and if I'm not mistaken, I think she said House of Terror. So I'm so excited because we love haunted houses. We wish this one would.
I would have gone to the Nightmare and Christmas thing. I just don't like haunted houses.
No, but
It's because I get claustrophobic. It's not because I'm scared.
no.
That makes it even scarier because I am claustrophobic.
No, I can't. I just got stuck in the sheets one time in a haunted house, and ever since then, I'm
that
like
was at
that.
the
Hangman's
House of Horror. Yeah.
I got stuck in the sheets and I couldn't get out. That scares me.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And then Jen and I and Alyssa went to Cutting Edge.
The bubble.
And
Bubbles.
the bubble.
I did that too.
And
Suffocation.
we literally were suffocating because there are so many people we're trying to push out, and that I pushed past everybody that I'm like, oh yeah, where's my kid? Alyssa. And I'm like, oh, thank God I'm breathing.
Yeah.
That was really her first one.
It was.
I remember that.
Yeah.
But we love October. Jen, I'm ready for us to go and hand out some candy.
Yes, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna make fun of it at the
Yes.
end of the month. We're gonna dress up. We're gonna get
Yes.
candy. We're gonna have great episodes.
Because
We're
we
ready.
film on Fridays and Halloween is on a Friday.
Friday.
So we are going to dress up, pass out candy to the littles, and then come in here and film in our costume.
We're gonna pass out candy to the littles and then come do the Goldens episode.
Yes.
Awesome.
All right.
All right, everybody. Well, just remember, every day is a new beginning.
Every day is a new beginning.
Every day's a new beginning.
Bye.
Bye.